last season, where we've been in games and we've probably lost the games because we have been. Liverpool, you know, they hit the bar, and defensively I thought they were brilliant. Their midfield just completely dominated ours, and it's one of them sort of things. I think sometimes you can look at it as a compliment. When you have to play against Arsenal, you have to just sit back and defend. They obviously got their moments. Liverpool, they did come forward quite a bit in the first half and the second half, and they had they didn't have their best front three playing because they were all out or at AFCON. But yeah, not a blip. I'm not too concerned. I liked as well when the players came around the pitch at the end. They didn't look concerned. They didn't look like they were maybe panicked. I think maybe the crowd was probably the most negative part of it. I think the crowd got panicked, which then caused the players to play a ball too quickly. And it's like, relax. Like, they know what they're doing. It feels different this season. It does.
Yeah.
Tia, are you sitting in the club shop? Because you've got a whole heap of Arsenal shirts in the background there.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
That's signed as well.
I see Declan Rice, potential Ballon d'Or winner this year. I am going to say that bright and early. But Tia, what do you think about the situation with Gyökeres? Because at the moment, obviously, we're not seeing the best of him. He's not scoring. How do you think Arsenal can help him start scoring goals?
I like how you've worded that, how Arsenal can help him. And I think the main thing for me is I like what I've seen of Gyökeres. And I think, obviously, I know we've bought him to score goals, but I think we're quite lucky in a situation that maybe we're not struggling for goals. I know we've just come off a 0-0 draw, but we've got a lot of goal scorers in our team. And I think we need to work out how we have that connection between, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, maybe who's the one that starts over Martinelli more, getting that connection and playing closer to him. Burnley away, unfortunately, when Gyökeres got injured at half-time, was probably the best I've seen Arsenal play with Gyökeres. We were playing closer to him. We were giving him the ball in angles that he wanted to. And quite frankly, we were being brave enough to play the ball to him. There's moments now where sometimes we're maybe in the midfield, they're making the two safer passes, and moments where Saka is shot instead of putting that ball in the box for Gyökeres, who we all know has got one of the most powerful shots in football. Give him the ball where he wants the ball, and he will probably rocket it into the back of the net with so much power. And
Tia, I think you're going to have to do the team talk. We've got to go to the Manchester United fan because we've got 2 minutes left on the show.
Tia,
Thank you so much, Tia.
So
Brilliant from you.
Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi in the summer so nearly went to Liverpool, and now he's being linked to another couple of big clubs. What's going to happen with Guéhi?
Well, the club most interested in Marc Guéhi as things stand for this transfer window is Manchester City. They have been keen on him for a while, but they've stepped it up in recent days amid the injuries to Josko Gvardiol and Ruben Dias. What we're waiting to see is whether they actually submit an offer to Crystal Palace and how Crystal Palace view that. Is it at a price that would convince them to sell with only 6 months remaining on his contract before he could leave as a free agent in the summer? Would Marc Guéhi be willing to make the move when he can have his pick of clubs next summer? We'll wait and see on that. In the meantime, Arsenal, another long-standing admirer of Guéhi, retain their interest in him. They have been discussing him internally, more likely for a summer move, if indeed he stays at Crystal Palace. And they've had contact with his representatives. They're not the only ones. Liverpool, too, who would also be interested in a summer move, having tried to sign him, and it failed at the 11th hour last summer. And there'll be a number of other clubs, the likes of Bayern Munich and Barcelona, have also got an admiration for Guéhi. The ball is very much in his court now. What do you want to do, Marc Guéhi, especially in a World Cup year where he'll be so important for England? There was an informal agreement, understanding between Guéhi and Palace that he would see out the final months of his contract. But now it seems that resolve is being tested somewhat. And with so much interest building, he could be one of the biggest stories of the January transfer window. And if not, then definitely in the summer.
You've apologised.
Me?
Yeah.
Do you think Roy would have apologised?
I don't apologise to my missus when I know I'm wrong, so I'm not going to apologise to them.
No, look, but you've never been wrong, according to you.
So do you think he's apologised because he's scared about what he's going to wake up to?
I think it's a PR front-facing, this isn't looking... To me, the bigger picture is, if you're going to be the tough guy, be the tough guy.
Oh, no.
Just stay that way. And again, he wasn't intentionally... understanding the situation of Conor Bradley's injured or stuff like that. He's just trying to move him off the pitch because he wants to win the game. Everyone can respect that. What I can't respect is when what's probably happened is he's got wind of it, whether it be Arsenal media team, his own media team, then it's the negative comments on socials. It's, oh, I spoke to him, guys, everything's fine, and no one cares. We're going to get onto it a bit later. Simeone, the reason people in football love Diego Simeone, he's unapologetically him. And you pushed him off the pitch. Is it a good look? No. But it actually shows you want to win the game. Shows that all you care about is getting on with the game and winning.
You know what should matter the most? That he texted him internally, right?
Yeah.
If I did that to you, Troy, and I texted you, hey, and it's like, you know what? If it gets out that I texted you, fine. But
Yeah, don't announce it.
listen,
You just made me go to a great point. There's a very similar situation happened. I won't say the players' names. I'll tell you in the break. But
Can't do that to the viewers.
I can, because I don't want it out there for him. We played a game. One of our players got a really bad injury, and it wasn't a bad tackle. It was just coming together, and it was one of those things. That player couldn't get through to the other player, so messages me and says, "Can you connect us? But if he's gone to the hospital, which he ended up doing, can you just forward this message on, please?" Done. Up until now, that was 5 years ago. You've never heard about it. Because that's just what happens. People message behind the scenes.
What's his initials?
You definitely get it. But the problem is now everything has to be, like, tell everybody how great it is. Because these players now, they love it when you tell them they're great. Love it. Milk it to death. When you put a little bit of negativity on, it's like, whoa, 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 how do I get out of this? I don't like that. Just tell me I'm great. And Martinelli, he's doing OK for Arsenal. But you wanted to win the game, and you didn't. And unfortunately, it looks bad. So what? It's the game.
It's 100%. He wanted to win. If I'm chasing a championship, if I'm chasing a trophy, if you ask me, I probably would have done the same thing. You probably would have done the same thing. And then he was a gentleman, and he followed it up, and he texted him on the side. And then this whole...
But don't make it public.
It's for PR. And you know what? People are going to probably talk about you and say how wrong it was. Did you mess up? Well, of course you messed up. But you know what? Just take it. And within the next day, FA Cups this weekend, someone's going to lose, and it's going to be over. No one's going to remember about
100%.
it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the one final bit that I don't like from a sporting context? This is sporting. I say my day, I only retired 3 years ago. He would have got lifted. The next time the ball went near him...
Yeah, he's getting launched.
Yeah, he's getting put into the stand.
That didn't happen.
But now the players can't because of the way it's being refed, because of the VAR. You have to take it, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that, gets a yellow card.
He got lucky it was late in the game, though.
But the point
You don't think Van Dijk would have clapped him?
I don't think they can anymore. That's the point. It would have been the next ball that goes to him, he's going to be sitting in row Z.
He's getting the reducer.
Yeah, and it's just... But it's like...
Deserved.
But again, he would
talk about from that game.
Because I think, you know what? I think people are getting it twisted. I think football has become this whole, like, nice patty cake, apologize to everybody. Football's a rough sport. Football's nasty. You get stepped on.
Tell him, Nico.
You get spit on. You get all of these things. Football is a gentleman's sport played by savages.
Did you just say spit on?
Yeah, nasty.
I've been spat on.
And